we like to talk to self-discovery. It's your path to personal wellness. So obviously, before y'all met me, and when y'all leave here, y'all know who to build with and who to keep your mouth closed to. Everything's not for everybody, but obviously this is meant for you. You took your time to come out this evening to follow up to the conclusion to bring the brother up. King Simon continues evolution. He is now the producer and promotes self-reliance with the International Preparedness Network. And I can go into the accolades, but I don't want to belabor the time. I just want to bring the brother up. Can we give him a round of applause? Thank you, brother. All right. All right, I'd like to do this. I'd like to submit to you the mark of authority. Do your thing, brother. All right, please. All right.
Thank you very much. Greetings, family. How you doing? How you doing?
How are you?
How you feeling? How you feeling?
Good. Great.
That's good, good. I'm good. You know, first and foremost, I want to say Hotep, Shalom, Assalamu alaikum, peace be unto you, Islam, and in Jamaica we say Irie.
Irie.
And in Cuba we say ¿Cómo está?
¿Cómo está?
Since I Cuban Jamaican, Afro-Cuban Jamaican, that's my family root.
In the Iraq you say Mebrika.
In Mebrika, yes, Mebrika, yes. Thank you very much, brother. You know, and what's so interesting is that, you know, the big promotion was definitely about Temple University, which is interesting because the building that we was going into is 1509, correct? 1509?
Right.
And when you add all of that up, the 1 plus the 9 is 10, 10 plus 5 is 15, and is a 6. And in numerology, 6 is my challenge number. So I'm not surprised. Believe me, I'm not surprised. And that's what numbers, and those that have studied numbers in any way, whether you studied one of my teachers, Lloyd Strayhorn, who's been on Oprah, Katie Kirk, and all these various other places. And I believe with him doing what he did and him passing on the gauntlet, because he's an older gentleman now, and I remember he was on Sinetta TV, and he said, King Simon is the numerologist for the future. And I'm watching TV, he didn't even know I was watching the YouTube channel, and he just said it live, and I'm like, when he said that, my heart jumped, and I started crying, because when your teachers acknowledge you for the work you've done and the work you are going to do in the future, it's a blessing. So I'm humbled, not just because of what he's done, but I'm humbled because you turned out to even come and see me. You could have been doing anything else. I don't know if there's a game going on. I don't know if y'all watching Power. I don't know if y'all watching the Oval Office, the Oval. I don't know what y'all watching. It is what it is. But I just want to thank this place on such a short notice. Of course, Reverend Betty, give her another well-deserved round of applause for allowing us to be here. I want to thank the Self-Discovery crew and family, Shemaiah and his beautiful wife, Vonda. Give them a round of applause. And give yourselves a round of applause for looking so good. Just make it down here. Because as much as we went up there to meet with the administrator, because there was only one person. It wasn't administration. It was an administrator. And this sister, you know, I tried to show my love, you know, and she was smiling with me, and she was dancing with me, and she was doing it with me, because she's Aquarius like me, but she's in the January Aquarius, which sometimes can be different than the February Aquarius. And as I broke down her numbers to her, she was still, I said she was stern, and and sure enough, she showed herself to be who she is. Stern and straightforward, right then and there. She still held on to what, and look, give her a round of applause, because she lived up to her Aquarian energy. She lived up to that Aquarian energy. She lived up to that number 7 energy. She lived up to it. So I'm not angry at her. This is a blessing, because most of y'all would have been outside waiting for us to come back downstairs if we didn't do this, and if my brother and his wife didn't come together and make it happen, and was able to be able to bring this to the. What's so interesting, though? This place is 421, and 4 plus 2 plus 1 equals 7, which is the spiritual number, the number of spirituality, the number of spiritual growth, the number of introspection, the number of 7 of spiritual learning. So this was the place it was supposed to be. Synchronicity. You know, and because I'm born under the 1st of February, what's so interesting, the same day as Rick James, woo, Langston Hughes, Clark Gable, and various other people. But Rick James always come to mind first. Woo! And reggae, Dennis Brown. I was born the same day as that reggae artist, Dennis Brown. So, and he always comes to name first because I told people the song that him and the Piscean woman sang, Fire and Desire. She was born March the 5th. Tina Marie, who sounded like a black woman. Yeah. Like a black woman just landed in her body and said, "Whoo!"
It wasn't a past life. It wasn't a past life.
Exactly. But what's so interesting, in the study of numbers, her alignment number, and those who don't know what alignment number or achievement number is, that's under Cosmic Numerology by Michael Brill. His book is right here. This one is called Numerology for Decoding Behavior. Man worked at NASA. He worked for the government for 10 years. They use numerology. Stop playing. Oh, what'd you tell them, brother? All the time. And in this book, the alignment number is when you add the month and the day. And sometimes in certain systems of numerology, it might be a first pinnacle and all that kind of stuff. But he seemed to have pinpointed someplace where that alignment or achievement number, her alignment achievement number was the 3 plus the 5 equals 8. And in numerology, in certain systems of numerology, the 8 is the ancestral number, the old soul number. And a lot of people like to say, oh, it's the infinity sign vertically. But no, actually it's 2 zeros on top of each other, one going one way and the other going another way. That's why in the 5% nation, they used to call it the build and destroy. So either you can make the decision whether you're going to go one way in life or go the other way in life. But the similarity, because it looked like the infinity sign, many numerologists compares it to the infinity sign. And by right, if that's where you go with it, go with it. Because I tell people numbers have no limits. They put a lot of rules. A lot of Europeans put a lot of rules to it. But there is no rules, to tell you the truth. And if you want to excel to the next level, you got to acknowledge that the numbers is the basic way of guiding you to your intuitive faculties that you can use it for your benefit in this realm. Because remember, Earth is the learning center. Earth is the learning center. So what I want to do is touch a little bit of history of numbers real quick. Not just from Pythagoras, who actually got it from the darker hue nations, according to his travels. I have a book here, old book, written by Computer Arithmetic. What y'all see on there? 01, 00, 01, 00, 01, 00. All right, the computer binary codes, right? He says in this book, he says the Arabic or the decimal system. He said the credit for inventing a set of practical numerical systems and rules for using them must go to the ancient Arabs. He didn't say recent Arabs. In this book, on page 3, he says ancient Arabs. And the ancient Arabs, which Arab come from Araba, which means the nomads, the ones that move. That's why that car means, that's what the car is called, the Araba. It's a movement vehicle. People that was nomadic. The ancient Arabics was originally our complexion. Please be under no illusion. Always know this. And it's not racism, it's not sexism, it's not any other ism. It's just a truth. And if we start studying the actual truths about who we are, what we are, we'll realize that Africa, out of their Mexims, the Africans from across, they all had these mathematical systems. Whether they studied astrology, whether they studied astronomy, whether they studied calculus. And remember, the numerology, the basic meaning of numerology means the study of numbers. That's all it means. Anything you tell them you have an ology behind it means the study of. Biology, zoology, you know what I'm saying? Chronology is a study of something. So once you pay attention to that, so any form and use of any type of number system is a study of numerology. What they try to do is separate. And that's what they've done, divided and conquered for many years. from the micro from the macro. How are you going to divide the micro from the macro? Think about this. Every physicist that I've heard of or watched on television, whether it was Stephen Hawking, Neil deGrasse Tyson, Michio Kaku, they always say the universe is mathematics. The universe is mathematics. The universe is mathematics. And then they try to separate the mathematics from us. How are we on Earth in a universe, but yet the universe is mathematics and we're not mathematics? Common sense starts to kick in. That's what's important about this. Got to learn to use common sense, because there was once a great teacher that said the most uncommonest thing is common sense. And a lot of us are not using common sense. Just in the math, I see you wearing that shirt with Dr. Khalid. That's that's the one you bought for me that time, right? Yeah, I remember. I see that shirt. That's one of my favorites. But it's something else he said in this book. He says the decimal digits from 0 to 9 go back to the similar Arabic figures which were introduced to Europe as early as the 12th century. This is what he's saying in this book. And this book was written, it's an old book, about 1962. Oh, I have books that's up here that's 1892. I got books up here that's that old. 1931, I got books like that. And every time I read, you're not gonna take the whole thing, are you? Or you just, how you doing this, bro?